my dear sister, my dear lady, Dama. Dama, you know very well how much myself and my family we value you. We mundu wa bata hari muci wakwa na hari kanitha witu na ni nyende gukaririkana when my mother was so sick, almost going to heaven, wakire muci we wiki utari na arata, you just come with your PA by then, and you signed the visitors book before I even lost my mother. And even when she died, you are one of the people who held my hands up to where I am today. So Dama, ni billboard cia kugucio na njiraga Ngai thengio ni urio tunyitagirira kanitha-ini mucie witu na mawira maitu. I remember last year no hatohire student 20 up driving school, and we really appreciate you. Ngai akurathime muno, and maybe you may be seated, madam. Thank you very much. You are a great speaker. I can tell you are a great speaker. I have listened to very many people who are psychologists like myself, my mates in school, my mates in practice, some of my senior, some of my teachers, some of my research, and I can tell you whatever I have spoken here, if you can follow Wamugore to get the recording for yourself, you can put it in writing to make it a book, so that it can be used by some lecturers in their classes where they teach business and all that. So also to yourselves, I want to appreciate my church. I see all the priesthoodians here. Just stand up because you did a good thing to come and support Wamugore, one of us. Just stand up, the priesthoodians. Thank you very much. I see all of you. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. May God bless you all. You may be seated. I believe we have our pastors and our reverends here, and I have our elders, and also our Secretary General, Mr. Sivo Inene is here, and also our pastors from our branches. I can see all of them. Even the one who has scouted me here is Pastor Judy, and she does a lot of work for the church in Githurai Chini kule Mwehoko, and the rest I can see all of them. Allow me not to take it to be a church session, so allow me to move in my way so that I may deliver what I was invited to do. So as I finish, allow me to show you that I am married for a very long time. Na noe modo ikarodo inio mwehedene na nialiganagirwo. Na neho thomo no dithemba riria anake maretwo marue mathi kuria maratoro makanitha-ini no ukore muthuri wa kwiyandikithitie onake ni umwe to ndangĩririkana aruĩte rĩ nĩwe ũngĩmwĩra wa John we wĩ mũruu tondũ atara mĩaka igana ona tũtiririkanaga by the way. Rĩngĩ tũikaraga rĩngĩ mũciĩ mũno kariganĩrwo because your wife becomes a mother and becomes your mother too. Do you know that? Negwenda kwĩra andũ arĩa me makĩrima mĩaka 50 gũthiĩ na igũrũ nginya 60 na 70, your wife at the end of the day, if God bless your marriage, your wife will be your mother. Like those who mothers are dead, mothers are no more. The only character that acts and works and engages like a mother is your wife. And now I think, and I'm sure that I think we have done 25 years in our marriage, because we married wakati wa kuruka ile mwaka ilikuwa inaitwa nini, kuruka mwaka wa 2000 tomitakato millennium. We started there, and here we are. And she came with me, so Senator, that's what we call her, Mama Alvin, Senator, Mama Bishop, Managing Director wa Topaz Driving School, ndiye huyu ndiye ameniajiri, ndiye analipanga mshahara. Kwa hivyo wakiwa na Madam Dama pale akipata wanafunzi 15 20 tena, mimi niko na mshahara. So madam, please can you stand up and salimia hawa watu kwa makono yako mawili. Weka mkono moja hivi tu, waambie one time, I'm sorry, two, sorry. Oh, sijui munasema nini, basi wewe wapungie moja tu hivi. Weka yote, weka hata hiyo ingine yote tu hivi. Yes, thank you. Anaitwa Phyllis Wangeshi Getahi, Mrs. Bishop, and the CEO Topaz Driving College. So thank you very much for giving me this company. I'll salute you. Thank you very much. Now, my wife is used to this because since we met. She found me speaking, she found me preaching, she found me meeting people, and she has always accompanied me in very, very many meetings, even when we didn't have a child. And even when our firstborn came, we used to go around from Herodot to her. That's about very many years, because myself, I've been a speaker for the last 8 years, preaching and speaking. Microphone daminyitire dewa kirathi gĩa kana up to now. Ndageria kũrĩra maisha maya ma microphone bwana MC. I have just found myself with microphone all the years. Na tondu nĩ njũĩ haha hena businessmen, no gũkorwo ũndũ ũrĩa wĩkĩte nĩ kĩndũ thĩte mĩaka mĩingĩ, na rĩngĩ nĩ ũthĩte mĩaka mĩingĩ na nduonete ũhoro waguo kana faida yaguo. Just believe that God will bring the profit of the same. Tondu I'm standing here now with the title that MC have called me, and the Wamugure had addressed me as Archbishop, as Madam Dama has said that, because some not very many months ago, or we call it, kuna daktari Mwembu alikuwa anafanya kazi na my wife there, alikuwa hajui kusema months, alikuwa anasema months. So anakumbuka alikuwa anaitwa daktari gani, lakini he was a good dental surgeon, na alikuwa anasema months. So I think some few months our bishop Mwangi Wanjiro, popularly known as Zakayo, and his team of ordinance, they appointed me muthuri agatuka ciamani kana muthuri wa kiama mutonyi kana mutongoria atuka ni guthugwo athugirwo muthigi muna. And so they gave me that name, Guthugwo, to be the bishop of the Priesthood Fellowship Churches. And until now, I'm waiting for the atonement of the same. And I know Bishop and the team, I can see the SG there, they know when this will occur. And jitekete Bishop Wito Mwangi, ndangihana muthuri uria ungithiaga handu akarugama akauga maundu ataramenya, nimetenga milioni 5 hapa, nimeweka milioni 6 hapa, nimetenga na ili hata hapa nimetenga chakula ya nyumbure na tumetenga. So tumetenga polisi 100 na hapa hii nyumba saa hii tumeitenga iwe uwanja wa ndege hii. Within 14 days this would be an airport. Na kwa hivyo mimi naamini bishop wetu hayuko huko, na hivyo kile alitenga ametenga. So briefly, I want to appreciate all of you, even those who I don't know the names, to mention you directly as I have done to others. But I would love to appreciate you all. For one, Wanyoike ni mwana wakwa wa kiroho, ni mwana wa ito wa kiroho, ni mushirika wito, and an active member. I thank you so much for answering this call. The other thing is, I haven't been so busy of late because I'm counting my speed so that I may save some energy. Thini wa maundu maria matengeragwo kana mathakagwo, athaki aria matengeraga mahenya maya maraihu ni makoragwo makochitwo muno. Akorora thiruka kiwanja maita 24 utare ihenya ria mbere ria keri ria gatandatu ria 10, you save your energy. Na mwakuhiriria guthie haria hangengere huragwo rita ria 22 geria kugucagucia hanini nigetha uthime speed ya yangi ucoke gucagucia hau rita ria 23. Then while the bell will rang umenye ni guthi muico, that is where people like Kipyegon, they release their energy. Makahana tari nyumba mauma andu aria megutengeraga marigwo uyu tu monake maita mau mothe, but finishing is good. So I'm just kind of saving my energy kidogo so that I may do a very great home stretch to hit the record. I want to keep the record of serving God for very many years. And I go de haha, goreto de mwana wa hujeige, goreto de roreria hujeige. I salute my spiritual fathers and our spiritual fathers and the spiritual fathers who brought Kero Hona Kego Gona Kenya. I also value so much with the Catholic fathers that I have worked with so closely. Na Korino Natia, but I'm saving some energy to do the home stretch. And you'll always see what will happen. He muini turatwire nake tigahirika kuhurukira mwathani wetagwa muhikwa wa njiro twathi nake handu kurugama tondu ndari muini muno we arugamaga kauga atiriri na riu muini uria ngoina mbere ona thutha uyu mutikona na hatire kindu egwika ona ki no mbere ona thutha uyu ni mukuona muini uria ngoina na hatire riu kaundu kau ni kego na nyue riu uria ngwika thutha uyu mbere ona thutha uyu it's okay. Well, I'll leave it to that. Ni joy wega muno when I see the colors that are here is red, black, and my wife is having red and black. Na Kedama does more of red and little of black. Na my host is in black, in red and black. His wife is just in red. Na darora doa ya mweno yu wa adwa headquarter. Ndo na mahinyirire keire muno mweno wa maragi. None guana masi Esawa and two sisters there. Really? Akona black kidogo. Dan, thank you. I salute you guys. What I want to say, as I'm preparing you, I am a speaker, as I have said. But allow me to quantize what I want to submit in a very short time. Because, as I say, matukoina mayadi koreto, they are very good speaker in very length or long things, because I'm watching too many things that are varying me or pushing me to have this as a very short submission that can carry the day. Na todo tokita nyodo wa kido gegwetwo Valentine negoda kwaria ohoro wayo oro hanini at Valentine. Many of you or some of you know mukoro mutekomenya the meaning of Valentine. Valentine ne mixture yake Roma na Kristo. Why is it Roman? It is because mundu wetagwo Claudia niaregete anake mahikanie, that's Empire Claudia, na aregete mahikanie tondu niendaga mbutu nene anake jeshi-ini yake, so akirogamia ihiko kana kuhikania kwa andu ethi. But itirivo-ini kiu anake mategukora makihikania hakiumira mundu umwe witagwo Saint Valentine, mundu witagwo Saint Valentine kana mutheru kana martyr in another name, a martyr by name Valentine. Na mudosho are kind of, we talk about this, nitare a Catholic father, or he was just a father, a martyr, maybe a man who had only denied the love of himself to serve the people. But this martyr, oyo weta of Valentine, niathiria kenyitana keremedaga kuhikania, no emperor niagiretie Claudius, niagiretie na kemahikanie, akejia guthina njira cia hitho akora mwana kora kuhikania akohithanio hiki ucio. And this saint nio hithanirie mohiki maingi muno secretary kana gute kumenyeka wega. Na rira Claudia amenyire uhoro ucio niamunyitire na literature iria tuthomaga yugaga he was executed. Haria mathomete githuku moe, to be executed may mean you may be diminished, or you may be withdrawn, or you may be removed, or rather you may be killed. So, anything. He was executed on 14th February 14269 AD. Did you hear me? He was killed, murdered in February 14269 AD. That is 14th century. Greek 69 AD means after death of Christ. You see? Now, the marking of the date when this martyr was executed was 14th February 14269 AD. Now, aria anake magiritio kuhikania ne emperor mahikanagia in the middle of February. Now, where the Christianity and Roman things or beliefs came together. Agakorona kao magire to kuhikania na mahikanagia February gatagateine ne home domonekagira. They had that ritual, being a romantic ritual. But when this martyr was killed, in the mid of the February, but when martyr was executed, they marked a date being 14th of February. Now, do you know why you are here? In all a way, are meko hikanagia makagirio na rira mendanaga irokara mid of February. February ni athiko 28. Am I right? Nuthu yayo niki? Can I hear you? Aya na kiora wanyitithania andu mahikanie secretary executor mweri cigana 14th, exactly. There is a date there, 14th Feb. So this is the mixture of Roman rituals and Christian faith of a certain martyr, a believer who was later named, and more than you are o Christian or Catholic. Modo go saint. Nerogadoro nero diago. Wotua moderua na otua akwire tene. Nemokori kana twarera muire tu itogwe to nyatha. Wathike to nyiri. Arathikorirwa na hakuhe miaka igana ria kindu. Na popura wari hau mbere agitikira muire to cagithikorio agetua saint. Ogwo umenya ti undu wari muhuthu gwetwo saint tika undu agwate ate mwendana na mundu ruo ria mehaha singles kana okire na mundu mwendaine riu anja kamwita saint ya irimu ndatukaga saint ndatukaga saint ogwo ate saint joki ate rumo ikoroka ogiuma ha mugo ikoroka na saint ginya we hore serofi ate with the saint. As a saint is a journey, but this thing ekenyi to otare mweri wasafire andu aingĩ arĩa magiragio mahikanie nĩ Claudia the emperor, na ningĩ ũhoro wa gũtuĩka mũ saint ũyũ mũtheru ũyũ nĩ arũire mbara mũno ya kũnyitithania andũ arĩa mendaga kũhikania date icio nĩcio aninirwo kana ani eheririo in any term of your English understanding that can give a reference to that. Now mũthenya ũyũ rĩ ithuĩ ta Gĩkũyũ tutioyo guo niede oe todo. I'm a trained psychologist by profession. I am experienced counselor. I am a biblical reference because I have done biblical studies to the master's degree. I have done studies in Christians. I have a Bachelor of Arts in Christian counseling, and I have a higher diploma in pure psychology. In mixing all these things, I am able to connect a bit of this and a bit of that to make in reference. That will set you home. Now in this, even age, the age and the approach. Hederia modo ekwajia kwedanari. Yani, you fall in love. In my understanding, we call it an emotional move. We call it a psychosis move. It's something happening in your brain. Love is like a chemical. Love is like flammable liquids, like petrol. Weto nikido gitaririka. Na ono genywa johi briware ode no nyefa giothe Kenya. Ndũngĩkĩria toxin ĩrĩa ĩkoragwo thĩinĩ wa love. Na nĩkĩo ndĩrarora haha ngona arĩa andũ maikaranĩtie ani ndikire na wĩra kũmenya no mũikaranĩtie nake na ndĩngĩ magongona ta maya niĩ ndirĩ thĩna wa mbere ndĩna hunjia kwa haha arĩa mena mawĩra mau magwĩtana otakol yo mena ũhoti ũcio Ngai aromũteithia mweta makaumĩra. Niĩ ndarĩ mwanake ndarĩ mũnyinyi ta inyuĩ na arĩa ndetire ũtakoro thaa ici nĩ akinyu matu-inĩ othe nĩ tene cio gũtirĩ wĩ gũkũ mathire o tene nĩ mĩaka mĩingĩ we. Rĩu niĩ ngwenda kuga ũrĩa ũcio mwenake haha ta mũthuri tondũ niĩ kandona gũthiĩ thukuru na gũitĩrio maguta mothe njeri ndĩ mũthuri wa kĩama na nĩ tũkĩragwo harĩa tũkĩigaga mũthĩgi no nyitagwo atĩa ndĩ Mũgĩkũyũ na rĩu koguo hau no ngagenda gũkwĩra itegũthi mwena wa kanitha tondu no ti kesha ya kanitha na ogwenda gukwira korwo cio mwena kiti mutumia waku kindu kimwe bataire kwirora muno wena mundu toi ni wao na tari mutumia aku na mwenake no agiro kumenya korwo ni mutumia na le maundu maingi no ikare hau akora muthuri na mojeci na ni hindi acoka kuma Haiti na akinya akora mama ndari kuo no korwo we haho githeka no ni ndoriuma hathi haha iyo mitheko no ya tuhu ira madam ucio athie o riu amwire ni gukirwo aria marari kunene ri arakorwo ratuire Haiti mau na maundu mange Ngai ro guteithia na gikorwo no amuthigari utari mojeci no wana mundu roro uraro guku uguo na ti mwana mahetwo wira umenye ni ucio rethwo no ndoroge kamwega no guka na mwana uyu turi tondu ndungiurio we mwena uyu nao uringienda kuga ni atiriri tondu twi haha ri wendo ni ki ndakora ni chemical area ndito muno na no ndimurie na twitikire kwaraniria tondu kanitha witu ithu turutaga wira wa kwaraniria. Our church is noisy. We believe heaven is noisy. Nikyo koinaga raika miena na miena akerafi na serufi because it's never cool. They shout. Ninye da mundu kunjariria kindu gigukubara. If you are drivers and you happen to be a driver, tawa urio tumaga ngari rugame na warangi iriku urio kia kana traffic ngari rugame niki aterere ku mwaki wa kana no warangi iriku wa ya thitime ngetweke kiheko na yarangi uriku inyu mwikirite uriku todo waki ni wendo. That's how dangerous love is. That's how dangerous the love is. The word love is not as sweet, as tasty, as just prescribed. Agikro sign yago ni red. Toka MC onegereri mahwa mana kana rehe mare okoheanite haria maya no kone dedicated to others. Come wetu na niguga shoki age taken care of. Thank you. Tarora, this is a gift. I am happy. Need to and the detail I had for my security. My wife was ahead of me. Amezoea hiyo mambo ya protocol. Dona negero ihuwa itune ni dina neo todo ya kibishop. Eno njira ukura we umie. Akinya revo yo thino nduri ene. Ena rio haria ni digeiro thirikari na riwa. Na Bishop Mwangi. Look here. This onakana gago shiaro kagiona roriro yo means danger. Na nikyo mudu wo the word tihio. In love, there'll be one thing that will go. Blood, the kamenyara gyuriko. This is where the color red came to love. Todo love from the blood. The blood is red. This connotes the meaning of the attachment and the engagement that can called I love you. And when love adds, what comes therein nikidu tuitaka suicide. Suicide involves dawa ya bea kwehorithia thitima kuikia ruwi kuita. That means death is there from the color, from the contribution of the color. Korwa mudora wamberirie kiundu giki agekire kana ni ari hando haragiririo kana muthenya mwa will be able to address the parliament ya bururi wa Kenya. They address this as a submission from a honorable member of this country and a learned citizen that color, the love should be discussed beyond the color, because the death that comes from the color, there are too many. I can see Dama seated there, my good sister, my good friend and supporter, and she is full in red. And you all know Kado Nagokorwe Mona Nawa Kabonina Neogo. We have been reading about her in the social media. Hurted, abused, injured, scrapped, mokunye, murume, mutihie, and yet she have spoken great things here. This can tell you, this lady who was here in red is a great Kenyan, is a great, not to get there. In this world, you should know Kenya has one of those people. Wale wanaongeanga mambo ya Jumia, na kina nani wale wanatengeneza hapo, si tuna wengine wanatengeneza hii simu ya phone book, tuko na Facebook mwenyewe, tuko na mwenye TikTok. I think she should be there. But beside that, why has she been hurt and injured? More than make no hotu akona. Degena ni okagwa kwa ni jugari gari yakwa yeherio to ni nguri gucikurigania na yake cihana atia. Dekwe gari utangikuhiriria muno kuiga yaku. No roraga tondu yaku no yumenya mwirume mundu hagu turi uciraga. And yet when I see that her image or her love, her heart is being hurt here or there or that, I ask myself, nikigeke gai atangihe ni gorwo dinaririo ni wendo, dinaturwo ni wendo, gai ahe guo teno njikirite na ti guo ati huthu ino ndenda kimana na mehana na tare mithi. It's not a camisole. Ona ni ukuona ati oguo hii ini ona tamnya he muduro ona ni guonete he muduro gwa ni ne gu are ekuneta like this is a camisole kana mithi ni o camisole. You see mithi. If you go to Nigeria or you are deep African, you can understand these garments are worn by chiefs in Nigeria. It's a very expensive garment, very expensive. Just to have it, you have more than 50,000 gone down. And let me tell you, even after wearing all this, no come mutuewe muguruku, no come okiriraga. Nejo imumahaha atumia na dhurira mwehaha akime could drive BMWs, but the heart is crying. Sometimes as I go home, my wife is not just a very happy woman. Todo atumia taya mahikagio ni ando taidwe. You can just ask mami wito nyina wa bururi mama Gena Kenyatta ukemuria thiko iria komete sawa neni ni gukira iria komete sawa neni ukiria komete akirira ukemuria atenewe wari mutumia president wa mbere ona Ngai amutugite agikara nake ginya muthenya uria baba wa bururi uyu muthenya Jomo Kenyatta akomire me Mombatha na ndokirire na niwe wari ndagitari wa mbere kumenya muthenya ndari ho. On a first lady tears thutha wa mutheri Ngai akimutethia na murathime kahe kari aciarire na muthuri ucio karathire bururi miaka 10 no miaka 10 iyo getereire guitwo hegi ni moyo guo. President witu Uhuru aikirire giteine geketereire gutuerwo ohwo nginya tene na magenyo maria igireirwo na maria mekitwo ni angi na maria eritwo ni we akirwirira bururi uyu nyina ari mukiciria ari ha ona kwa wale icaweri kanako tears coming down ona ithwe gokorwo imutungatiri miaka yothe mutumia tore ongimuria most of the times you haven't been together, especially the ciana agiaga ciana na nie ne thafari ruraya. I used to be in Europe and America every other time, crossing the world oguo itherero ginya ithoero irathero oguo traveling and flying everywhere. Ona rege ngakora ginya rege ona ko henda korire ginya mwana akomete thibitari Gertrude akarutwo no wa Ngonjiri na arata ginya akainuka nie ndire kuo. The mother is alone in hospital. This the tears that follows. Are you getting me? So Reda Omothe, when you see beautiful ladies walking ahead of you, I'm talking to ladies, you see like amugore oguo na ni mutumia wake damuonia wakwa dauga no we cirie ni ndaga kuonanio niki. Maybe you are happy than they are. Happy than they are. Don't mind about your walking. Tiga koma kione hips kana ni kana nduri itireagwo. Ora mutumia hara itana muonane tondu gitukima kithomo gia kwa mucie no ena cio na ndamuhikiria reo nacio no tutire twaria. Tie twaria aciake ate garuruka mukuru uturenge. Juditha kerera bio pastor wakwa atire handu twakinya hau tiga kwimena ne icio tiga kwimena tondu wikaire tu karaihu kana mutumia muceka muraihu no kama kagio na maitho ma muthuri waku mehogora maroraku uguo niguo arumetuo mbirwo the ni itu tororaga mihaka ucio wahituka tiwe ni wewe na mahitio kona tariwe okororetwo muthuri warora cia hau kia area yogera ri kengikinyia bia cigana Okigathio gwana muthuri wako twarithitie ngari wone hahituka mundu wone nginya ne arorire thutha gumureke wa jeni akora ha tio cia kororaga ni ciea iria area yo uria cingikorwo ikiendio na kana no ikorwo injega na hips city ndo cia gukumakia ona ni mungiendora miake yothe hunjitie ri ndina hips kweli no ngangikuite ndugitiga na mathina mau kweru hari ti kindu gia kumereria ndawa nigetha withukie ukinywa chemicals omenye tha ici antigens iria cirarehe cancer ituikaine ona ndi ndagitari no. I have friends, very many friends, oncologists. Ona mwene mundu turugagirwo nake mucie cerete oncologists ona mpisha lakini hawajui ni nini hii. But very sensitive things doctors are telling us to avoid ni gwikirwo kindu gitari kia mwiri waku gigikara ndi gutura na mwiri waku hormones ciaku no ci host kindu rebellious kindu gitangiguana na harmony ya mwiri waku akoro wi muiro ikaroguo ndaweria iguka ihure uiro waku mucitaga ndu ici cia kuira how do we call them ora mundu muiro akoragwo na nyingi what we call them melanin ciaku ituike ni kuhurwo irahurwo ni kindu ndaweo no iguthukiria maundu mangĩ maingĩ muno. Let me tell you guthi kuigererwo hips utarare nacio ati anganya meno ruto reho nyondo ngeno ruto twarwo kero kiruto kireho mutwe wewe muguruki ugikorwo tena nyama ya thenge mutwe inawezekana aje? How can you have your Botox in your head? Niere ona ndekemo makiere maundu mangĩ no makie mundu nie ndi mwanake tondu ndagikorire nie kuma President Kenyatta egiathana nie ndi muoyo athanire miaka 5 ndi muoyo ndi muciare only 5 years he went. I only crossed him one day to ciana hado to hire thwiti gikora moi agigiuka niwe ndohiga ndakora maundu mariekaga na ndakorwo thukuru o haria nginya ndahotire kumenya iria riria tuheaga nikakuta maziwa ya Nyayo ni tamu kuliko ya ng'ombe na iria riu ria riega muno ria Nyayo akorwo nduokire nirio iria gutire mundu rwa kona iria tari ona ng'ombe ndiriona no hete mwenie ndigithurai o harakati-ini niwe moi-ini endete kurugama handu akarugama ngari iguru akareria andu twigithurai turore tugungiguo uga atiriri andu bangi ni mwega mukaiguaga akauga serikali ya KANU inaangalia kila kitu na kila mambo tutasukuma ikue mbele, iwe matako ya watoto, matako ya wamama tunatoa inakunja mbele, hatuwezi weka nyuma. Matako ya watoto kilikuwa matoi kilikuwa niki kiumuro ati matako kuge ndiro limiro wakei rotahata kuga matakwa ya wamama, matakwa ya watoto, matakwa ya wananchi tuweke mbele. Nini ngiro matakwa ya wamama tunaleta mbele kilikuwa gai kogo na hiyo tumia no hamware mudatoa nyuma muweke kichwa itadora iwegwe ati uraigwa mutumia mutoku vio arakwira thibitari nyama ya nyuma ikiretwa mbele na ya mbele ikiwekwa kichwa. Hiyo ni maendeleo kweli? Unataka kukufa kwa nini? Can you stop this, ladies, can you help me? If you stop that, do you want to live long? Usipeleke ile ya nyuma mbele. Usikatwe mahali uongezwe kitu. Kaa wewe tu. You are good the way you are. Unnecessary medicines, don't take them. Cancer is all over. Don't put those things. Even your dentist, you are visiting your dentist, your mena ajini ile nyuma na nyuma isugumwe mbere muguthi nania na ngoma hau. Stop those things. Number 2, when you start appreciating and loving yourself, you don't need adjustments. Where do they gari we? Nejo murata wako iha Steve secretary wito nedete gari tanie tonie am love of cars na nie damano ukore gari yako ekorito gicuma giki kagira kiki gathondeka modification. I love that, but your body ti gari. Don't manufacture yourself anymore. You are just calling a dangerous thing in your family. Ladies, love yourself. Aguna ya mbele uletwa wapi? Na ya nyuma isikuja wapi? Na ya chini isikuja wapi? Na ya kichwa isipelekwe maguru ikarogwe. You are good. Number 3, ciana ciaku iria waciarire, in the love you are in, twana tou turakura hatire kindu kingi tureka. They are just getting you out of the field. Ciana ciaku nugukuheria. Like now, if I say toni nyenda kuhuthira kwa muno, it's not because I want to put any man down. This lady, my boss here, senator, nareka ire tukamwe ajiarire gegatua maito drokasi. Right now, wemena mware ni munene thaisi. Riu nina ikirote mutumia konera shokotho ingiuria marashokotha uyu ni muonete mwari. Todo, she's bigger than her. She's even in everything, in every look. Nikugati ogwo. As a mother is to see and understand. Ciana ciakwa ne cienjia kundindikaja. Netoke hari arume, hari oingiraga ukanywa njohi igiri, neho anake aku marenyuaga. Na to mutingenyuithania mundu ni guthama thamaga. Athuri marika makoto ni muthuri ugutonyota hare murata wakwa. Riu akorwo nitukunyo no tunyuire keno na kou. Guku tuikatetwo ni Gen Z, no tunyuire keno. Ugo tugacoka rucio tha 4 tondu keno utatoka aje keno ha tedi kano bakahurwo tatura tukuhuragwo ha twanjie kuina uguo turinira kuri utwina ha na John wa Pasati tukuina atia rika ria ciana citu. They are chasing away out of the town. Is that true? Understand? Just tell them, am I critical? Am I okay? Yes. Nigukwira atia he maundu marathi makweheretie na gukura age ti njega. Na negwirite mundu ngiugo muthenya age ti njega. Tonini ndaciarirwo ni mami na kindu miaka 44. Na nidamumenyire ndio munini uguo because my mother was so strong. She died at 94. I think in America 44. That's why when she got me. I found her a strong woman. Mutumia hirageria go, mutumia hirageria mutongi na kaigiro ngigoro gocina njoherera, but I saw her coming down. I saw her switching off some lights. I saw her crossing down some offices. I saw her just ending everything to the last minute. Twatiganire nake thaithano na ndagika kindu nyongo itha na ndagika kindu 15 there, and gitone ndagitari gishoka 17th minute she went to be the Lord. The greatest thing is to see a strong person going down, a person that you cannot imagine ever can go down. Now this is what I'm telling you. The time you are growing, you are heading to there. And the gomofudithia kaundo tu. Orarora haria hathiaga tere udire na hinya. Na nidake na muno ciugo iria mwero haha ni dama. This is a great speaker. To train your skills to the people you work with. Todo rani da nakorogia manedi ni dama. I have told people the way you have said it in another version. And this is a good version to put it. There is difference between working and having a job. Okay? Having a company or a business. We define the business and job. Business, that is general work. Work that we do. In that business, uko job. Wewe wira. ai kurugu tudugithira mbere utokete ohingure na ndungithikinya kunywa cai na ndungithikire wera nduri ho we tuira wandikitwo nduri wajia biashara haujaanza biashara hiyo ni job jamaa amewaambia muthinyu rege kura wira waku no utinde utari ho kana uthio heo kana uri atumia muthia ukagea kana ta kau ndama atwira na wira wake no urathi na mbere and she's having a young child. It means that she's not an employee. Yeye hako job ni investor ni business. John biashara ciaku akoro no nginya ukorwo ho ati nginya gundu guthiaga ati wira ni uguthuka wehera wewe menye ni wira ukoragwo wandikitwo kou na mukainukania nacio muruta nao. Wewe uko job tu na job investors ni magiro kumenyaga ti job mareka na investment iyo ni andama. So I'm telling you, when you come to understanding maundu maya mothe ria matwaranaga, when to get from where to get from who, no nginya twa drain maundu maigaine ona. Kindu kia mbere turi atumia mutumia kwao niko mwana wa kairitu aciarwo mada ya nyina aigagirwo ngemi ithatu na mutumia ona ndigane na icio mutumia uria aciarithania aria twitaga midwives aria manyitaga kana kaumada mona ne kairitu makaugagira ngemi iria ithatu no magacoka kauga atiriri uyu ni mutuga kwene ikana mukunyita kiko na mukaririkana uyu ni mutuga kwene no ni kuga mwana wa kairitu ri ndari kaburi kwao mwana wa kairitu ri ndari berera kwao na mwana wa kairitu ri ona ndo irigithathira keregetwo u tondu mundu kuria hikari ambaga gutua baba oyo wa muhikia na no ahiki aromaniririo guo ekore ni atuita mwena ucio tondu angiciara kambera tuwe na kou ri kwa ithe wa muthuri ri aromeririe kairitu agatwe nyina wa muthuri ri akoma gokiraga gatatu kana gakana oguo already ni kuga mwana wa muiritu ni mutuga kwene. Haya ni mutuga kwene atia atumia aria me haha oria ngwambiti hau ndauga atumia na Ngai atuteithia athuri na mwe guku iguru athuri no nyende munyoni ugu athuri andugetikira na koni hurwo ndukihurwo muthi ndi guku ukohurwo mwinuka. Thank you. Na wakorwo ni wona ni awe muthuri na ndwendagwo wike uguo mucie no uthame hau ni tukumenya no tugwika after this no ni ngukorwo thiete. Now issue iriri atumia yorona onoguo maikirite nguo icio inyuothe oguo muri tondu atumia they are always babies. Gutiri undu tumaga mutumia miaka igana atuiketi mwana athuri munyita wega muno na mutumia wake kwandikira we akwandikira kurie kuhana atia fita ndo corona issue ukamura rio wira ndo mihango-ini yakwa no we ngimwandikiria we kwa irimu akoraga okay rino kinyira kunjitaga direct ni ta president ni medeti oguo names totaruo no ngikoro deputy president urugame handu wite president ate leke itunyi hore moko riu Ruto arugame we leke ngwire we nona hau haikara gothi hau ndungikara ungikora DCI woetwo ona nginya kamera itingionania witite uguo ati ni murona Ruto ni okire. You cannot dare do that. Nginya ithuĩ ni tutigagira nginya kumwita uguo we wiki no nginya rogame uge your excellency Honorable Samoei Kipchirchir Arap Ruto, the Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, the President of the Republic of Kenya. No igu hau ogega Kenya atumia medaga oguo umwite sweetheart baby the commander of my bedroom, Commander-in-Chief of my all sexual aggravities, the finder of my spiritual and emotional. Waga we kogua. Yeah. There will be a big problem. Whether married or not, women love adoration. And this is Valentine. Women love adoration. She does this, accept what she does. Myself, as I said before, na ndakoro mabiashara ini maige because we try businesses all through. Nimekuwa na maroli, nimekuwa kujenga, nimekuwa kwa barabara nini. My wife has been there for the kids, and I can always salute her as a good mother. She's a good mother and a real good mother. I really appreciate urashena cia kwa ikoretwo ho na tondu ndimendeka kuigoca ati uri ekite. I think she has done 70% for making the kids be what they are today. One of them is a footballer in Europe, the other one is a learning lawyer, and the other one is in school, and the other one is Wajakoya too katika masomo ya sheria. Unajua kama taifa hii na hii dunia ya Afrika hakuna mtu msomi wa sheria kuliko Wajakoya. Na moyo huo mnajua huyo bwana amesoma tena mundu we degree 17 na PhD 3 na mundu ina thina mutwe, and he's a very good friend of mine. Na tone okaga mucie gwakwa ni murata wakwa riu kahiga kwa kaugire kagatwika take. He was on also to be a lawyer. Now let me come to this point. You as mothers nigetha joke he fathers, because of the age area mo ivovaga in kuma kaire tukanini wanyitagwo ni thoguo kainainio maito maritwa kuma hau ugiokaja ukeje kurugama uria tuthakaga atumia matene menya miri yao uria yumbitwo ni mathakaga na ihe na anake kuhaica miti kuruga ona mundu ni kwirera gutiga kwambata iguru anake matikarore ihe itikarore na kenda menya ni kiarerwo gikurorwo ona ndamenyaga nake iyo ni guthi uguo hari agimarira maturity agatiga guthi kuri ithe muno agatiga kukomera ithe muno akaje kuoya levels icio agathi agakinya handu akagena ihinda riake ria gutuika mutumia aje ku receive ihinda riake ria mweri ni aje kuoya maturity riu. My brother koronia nene mamutikire kiange cogotho ni kuo mutumia ni athie kava-ini kuma hau ni aikira wendo-ini ni endwo ni ana virginity yake na regiona ti yothe ni agwathurira mahikanitie ithuĩ no guterera uria twakora na andu gatito githinika ni uguo ukiu akora no kio ni kiega gatari kingi matuko maya tuli makuriete virginity kiu ni kiuria kiorimu ona wewe gisira kuria kurita kiwe mundu me weak minded roria virginity kai we virginity to maita maigana we wewe kwa virginity weke ate nayo wewe virginity taigana ndotigana na ciuria itari njega kirathi ati are you a virgin? That's not a question. Anatumia na muhari si gozo ngekorio kiuria mundu metocio ujue huyo ni pumbavu tu aria metoto na moi kumbavu no ne moi kana kifaki no go bure kabisa no gogo nekefa kimavya kuku hiyo si maswali ya kuuliza wanawake sahihi ate kana virgin how? What do you want virgin? Unataka ufanye nini nayo? Kae kwa nyugwe thire ule hagwa na kiria kiu kuna ndani gani hiyo? Wewe hiyo maneno hapana. Hiyo usilete wanawake at least wacha ona mashauri magetigana mo ona modo ekaga oguo ona tukigeshoka theni wa maundu maria tugicancel gari we know we have the approach of something we call rapport. Rapport in psychology is an approach mood, the attitude, the gravities, the height and the depth. You have the rapport, then you understand your people. This is not about biblical teaching, this is about what we are talking about. Na tugirora Bible ine gutwikaga Jesu akiari ari augire emini mbere ya Jesu hari mundu etagwo Johana akiaria ohoro wore ogoka kiuga uri ogoka ni munene kungira na ona ndigi cia irato ciake ndingiohora no ni agoka no kura kengana twi-ini ni anagirira kiugaga rongariai njira ciake thondekai ing'aratua ciake augaga thĩcwo athondekerwo niwe wari mbere Jesu agicoka gukai kora kundu guthondeke Johana ni athondekete riu na wera tindo kiuria mundu virginity na ni hari Johana waugire rongariai njira cioyo thondekai ing'aratua cioyo roka ni munene kongera reke itakuhika takuhikirie ngikuhikia kogo. This is a court of appeal. Hapana, hii ni supreme. Ikifika hapa judgment hakuna kesi tena. Now, aire tu somaga di make hetoka ikero icio ri magatuika mutumia wa mundu. Now you are called a mother. Now korodon hikio wagia kana, you become a mother. Those are stages. Now we come to men. Ashalireka he kedetwo akiongithio nĩ nyina, akĩhĩrio waru, akĩnĩrwo tũrwĩmbo mami, baba, agĩtonya ihĩ-inĩ. Na mũndũrũme o wothe aingĩraga thĩinĩ wa era ya risk. Boy child, no tũhoire Ngai mũno. Tũtirĩ caregivers kana caretakers ta kĩrĩa kĩkona boy na girl children, no, girl child I mean. We, nginya kuonga ũngĩonga mamu wanyu build area iria rwagĩrwo kũrutanĩrwo coffee. Pa! Ũngĩhana torarũma rũnyondo rũu rũngĩ. Na kahĩ gwĩkĩrwo thuruarĩ nĩko karigagia. Njaga ya tũirĩtu yambagia kũhithwo o tene. Kahĩ nĩgora nginya gakĩrĩithia. No rĩgũka rũthanju rwĩha. Nĩ rũrĩkũ? Rũthanju nĩ rũkanyitĩte kana nĩ rũngĩ rwa kĩmerera. Kau nĩ kahĩ na nĩndetigĩtwo na tũhĩ haha. Ũririkane nĩ rĩwekĩrirwo thuruarĩ we. When took care of you? Kuma ugikora iwa sisa cia ngianene na ngianini ni meduru kwaja gwitũ kwarĩ bani tondũ kwarĩ nyororoka mũraita maĩ mũgacoka ihĩ tondũ tũtirĩ thuruarĩ cioigũ gatũhũre ya na thutha ũkona mũndũ atengera kahũra nyororoka na thende cui thende rathimita 12 acoka arũgame ũguo thukuru arũgamĩte ũguo kĩrathitani tondũ gwitũ gwakĩrĩ thĩna kanyatha karĩa ndathomire nako gathirire mwena ũyũ na ũyũ ũngĩ karutumo karĩa gatagatĩ gagĩtigara. Nyonaga andũ rĩu makĩndicĩa gũkũ wanyu ikĩte mekĩraga thong. Niĩ nĩ niĩ founder. Niĩ niĩ founder wa thong. Founder thong mending kaimbaga. Anyway, ũrũgamĩtwo na mũirĩtu twathoma nake. He mũirĩtu twathoma nake wetagwo Wambũi. Wambũi tũrũgamĩte ũguo twĩ barĩndi na nĩ rĩrĩa kũrenda kũinwo atĩ mu tũrũgamĩte ũguo niĩ ndĩ njaga mwena ũyũ na ũyũ akangũtha pa. Icio nĩ boys airĩtu no mũririkane airĩtu nĩ maroragwo tondũ arĩa me haha matukũ mau nĩ mũĩ arimũ nĩ maroraga kana wĩna panti na nĩ mũĩ kamũcibi gaka tu mwarimũ akĩhutia ũguo kamũbira kau nĩ atuaga wĩnayo. Ona rĩngĩ ndĩrakũigana, some would come from their mothers, some would come from their sisters. Bata nĩ ũkorwo mwarimũ ndanaga kĩndũ. No ihĩ nĩ kwĩrekia ũguo thukuru. Niĩ ndoraga arũme haha mbere yakwa ũguo ngona mũndũrũme ũranyarirwo nĩ mũndũ atĩ wĩ haha mana ũnyarire mũndũrũme we wetho ya Ngai wetho ya maumbire wewe mwarĩ wa nyina na shaitani. Because you are killing a seed of heroes, a seed of men. You should never dare do that. You shouldn't. Ogetekera MC oigire na mũirĩtu rumu nyamu iciretwo oigire B icio mũirĩtu ũcio mwenake akuire kũu ũkwacira mbere ya igoti mĩaka yothe yaku. You'll be a murderer. No arũme arĩa moragĩirwo rumu icio nobody cares. Na nĩo maroragwo mũno. By the way tiga ikuona atumia o mwata tũnĩ moragĩtwo na ndĩronaga andũ gũkũ magĩtindĩra makĩrĩtwo cia atumia atumia nĩ moragwo atumia nginya ngona hecimi wa ngĩambunge tondũ nĩ atumia makaria cia atumia. We can tell you more how many numbers of men dies in those rooms. Mũndũ na kamũrimũ ga cukari ũkĩenda ka pressure ũngĩkorwo nĩ kaũndũ acoke ahũrwo ndawa na ndawa icio hikia mekĩraga rĩti mandagĩtarĩ matithimaga gramage Orendo ũhore tu na ndaramenya hĩndĩ ĩyo pressure ĩrathoma kĩ na tondũ nĩ tũrwarire rĩu nginya ma pressure mau rĩ ũrona nginya arũme mũndũrũme gũkĩte na mũhiki harĩa mũgũthiaga nĩ mbũri irathĩnjwo na ena mũhiki mathaa marĩa mũgũthiaga gũkomwo ũkona uma na hau ũguo athiĩ agacoka amakĩtwo akĩra mũirĩtu nĩ gwathũkana kwahĩngĩcana ũkarigwo kaya kona period muthuri arauga gwahĩngĩcana atĩ atumia nĩ maugaga ti kwega gwathũka rĩmwe ũyũ arauga ũguo nĩkĩ nĩwe nĩkĩ auma kũrora nĩ pressure ĩrathoma kĩ auma hau ngari-inĩ na arecira thigũkũ ya mũndũ akũrutirwo na ikuru nginya keno mangai cukari nĩ ũrĩ ngoma wambatĩra njunja ũkarigwo cukari wagire kwambatĩra girigiri nĩkĩ mũcoke weterera makuma na ikuru mawambatĩra njunja tu njunja cukari rothe matwendi baĩ mũrorete gũkinya ũkaigua kwĩra rĩu etagwa thukana ndiko we ogukoma kuui nyambe nginya kwa ngothi ni thibitari ito kwa ngothi ko kina ngovu ya pia ndathi Kikuyu ta imagine ma mundu ucio ni agaruruka uma gakene akura thikare hau kanyumba nyone ndagitari njuke acokete oguo agithi kuhituka ruirwo nyite bypass ni aruga kaigwa te akorirwo kwite ngari ni kiroko why kapuresha kauri ndawa ici maheagwo ri uyu wa muthimira ndaramenya thimaki no muhiki arikie kumenya uri mauma na kirumu ni akua. They just walk out and go. Men, who cares for you? Men, who loves you this much? You love yourself. Number two, how much do you love yourselves? Do you know the dangers ahead of you? Do you know the dangers? Maisha-ini maku. You can just leave your wife at home. Wechere kugarurira muthemba wa irio. Tumuthi ndaciri acenjie irio. Irio to githeri. Ona mukagithanagia na romi aria angi ini thai muthuri thai. Nyina ngari njugire muthi ncenjie irio reke ngwire. Uyu nake tondu okire gucenjia irio ingi to ni nguka hau haria tutunganagira nao no nginya akurage. Today, love in the books of my son here, Morio Amogore, the love in this talk is not the love that is truthful. The love in red colors, the love on these screens is not the real love. Love is painful. Love is expensive. Love is expensive. Stephen Agro muidu tu shumwena ke hau. Ano ginya gai koraga kaike. To no muidu tu akwa was priesthood. Akanitha gwakwa ucio ugiuka. Ugitamburukia gwako gwaku kwina hinya. Igoro riake ukioya masi. Steve, sincere. That girl can die. To no akue ni mundu. But not die because of you. Masi, unaona hiyo jamaa huyo? Ulimkuta tu akinibankia pesa zangu na mambo yangu. That man can die, but not die because of you. I want you, kindly, thank you Masi, you may be seated. I would love you to understand this, and I come near to you. Biblia yugaga atiriri, mundu wothe utumaga mundu ukiehia onake ni mwihia. Do not ever cause anybody else to sin. We no longer have the understanding. Kairetu gakari karerirwo ni nyina brothers yake agethira guku chake menyererwo ni arimu na Sunday school akiragwo ona nduka nginya guikara thi nyitithania magoro ndonaga my sister agehingura magoro gwa kaikiri muhu ni mami hi turame ora tumira turama muhu agacokia magoro wewe ke shuria ngengere nginya riko iguru. Ni kuhurwo thaa cia kinya ciayo. Ciayo ni kuhurwo thaa. Tumurerera nawe. Na ngocira rumera mehamara menyero ndirauga no manjonie salute tu uguo. That's true. Arimu matiari na wira nawe. Kirathi kigima no kihie. Kahika ria ge kou ni ongomere nene for punishment. Na iretu moka makahurwo ruoko na gitio ifoko ithatu. We thutha waku kana thirikari kani gutiri mutumia horago ha ona thaa ici mwarimu ngihitia hutie you adota haha. That's a case go to case. That's a police case. That's an assault. Ko iyo ni misdemeanor. Ni mahitia marokore irio tungi nowe ona hurwo nginya atia. I'm talking to you after kugimara nigetha witwo mugima no menye theno ni tiite maundu maingi muno airetu tugikinya handu since 1986 according to my literature irua ria iretu gikoini rekiregwo ndembire kuhurwo Murang'a riukana gwitu Nyandarua rigithira. I think ritana muco ndonire ni ria twagimarire nao I think 1990 ohoro irua riu rigithira ithuire ti arugamirio ngai na iretu maruite kuma agu na agu gwikinya hindi makioneka is an abuse. Kuruithia mutumia is an evil thing. Is a ni kindu kingithitangwo igoti-ini no ithuĩ tukioneka hatire mehia atire mehia we gucehwo arome orona ha ona re matari meka accident matari mahurwo ni ng'ombe matari mahurwo ni munyi matire marumwo ni nyoka no mena kirema mwiri giekirirwo mwiri intentionally na mundu ona nini makaga muno reke inde mwiri kirema mwiri na nduri mehia wehetie nduri mundu ahetiirie mamu anyu agitigwa githe akiruga baba anyu agithinja kora wari nake ugitwara noguo na rikarira rikumagaritie na magutwara ugekirwo injury no kiingira mundu tari wa kuhitiria na nduri wa mwikondo anyitanya maiga no gwete na ndumwikite undu na ti murakaru aruta karejio ko yothe akona ngamurume na coka atenya meyo ikiona garume matakomakona mathiko-ini makothe makiririkana nyama cio ciathikirwo tene matemaka kiona mathiko mazishi ya nini kwa kiligwa na nini nazikwa ni mazishi mazishi si silikuwa mazishi. Can you imagine? These are the issues rira mugutokana athuri na atumia mukaragiriria. How did we come up? Thutha akorua declare we mundu mugima na wagioka na kamwiretu thutha gukinyia ihinda ria kare atumia kurikia thukuru mwiri wake no build ni agia tunyama ni agia nyondo mundu ucio ni atuika wa kwanjia kurekwo aume na nja ni agia ku walk out ni agia gutembea ni akana date cia iritu rika riake ni eko na wana kere ni majia kumenya ni kuri atumia. Then at that juncture you meet again. This is where the problem is, and this is where I'll end my speech today. How mwatu ganira murerere ti umwe